in conversation with General VK Singh for the playlist Going Strong, and we are talking about the formative years of Indian military after the independence. And speaking of General Nathu Singh, who was an army commander and hailed from Rajput regiment, it is commonly believed that his was a very colourful personality, and according to the British, the senior officers under whom he served, some of them felt that he was a rebel. Was it so? What was the reason?
Yeah, there is no doubt that he was a rebel right from his days in Sandhurst. He got on the wrong side of his superiors on various professional matters as well as on social customs, etc. When he was commissioned, of course, he spent a year with the British battalion, which was a custom those days. But he was quite happy with the way he was treated by the battalion. After that, he joined his parent unit, 1 by 7 Rajput.
Okay.
Because he was commissioned in the Rajput.
Right.
So he joined his parent unit, 1 by 7 Rajput. Of course, the commanding officer, all officers were British.
Okay.
But he got into trouble there itself. Firstly, he refused to dine in the mess. He says, in my place, he was a very orthodox Rajput family. We don't dine with the same table with the Britishers. Even the Governor General or Viceroy come, he eats separately and we eat separately. So people said, no, this is not done.
He had declined to eat in the
But later he turned around, because after all in Sandhurst he was doing it.
Yes.
But his wife refused to come for any social function. She used to be in Parda.
Okay.
Then those days the CO had to initiate a report on the suitability of the officer for his retention after 1 year.
Right.
We still have a retention exam in the Indian Army. That time the CO used to write a report, and 2 more officers of the unit used to give their views on that. So his CO wrote in February 1985, I do not consider him well suited for regimental life. He has strong religious convictions which colour every question. He finds mess irksome and states he cannot dine with Europeans.
Yes.
This is what he wrote. Now the other 2 officers, they wrote similar thing. I am of the opinion that retention of Second Lieutenant Nathu Singh in the Indian Army is undesirable. Owing to his high Hindu principles, he conveys the impression that he is conferring a great concession on his brother officers by dining with them. The 3rd officer, considering that Second Lieutenant Thakur Nathu Singh has been trained at Sandhurst, he is obviously very backward in his ideas. I do not recommend his retention in the Indian Army. Now after this, it appeared that his career is sealed.
Yes.
Now this report went to the GOC Waziristan district.
The divisional commander.
Divisional commander, Major General A.L. Jacob. He wrote, from inquiry it appears he himself personally has no wish to proceed to Sandhurst. He wishes to serve in either the army or police in a native state, and I strongly recommend that he be allowed to do so. Then of course it appeared that now nothing can be done. This report went to the GOC Northern Command.
Okay.
He was also a different Jacob, Claude W. Jacob.
Okay.
So
what did he say?
No, he wrote, the sooner this officer is removed from the army, the better. But he was called for a final interview.
Okay.
With the army commander.
GOC. Okay.
Who has written this? Just to see, I want to see his face. He spoke with Nathu Singh.
Yes.
After speaking for him for 10 minutes,
okay,
he realized this officer is more knowledgeable than any British officer in India.
Okay.
He told him, you go out.
Yes.
His CEO was standing outside. He called him inside.
Okay.
And told him the same thing. You haven't handled this officer properly. This officer has got qualities which no British officer has. because of his mishandling, all this is happening. Please go back to the unit and handle him properly, then we will review the case. So Nathu Singh was standing outside the door and he was listening to whatever his CO was being told.
Yes.
Then later he naturally related it.
Yes.
My CO's pants were taken off like this.
Yes.
And he went back and he continued
then
to
things
serve.
changed.
Things changed and he did very well.
Yes.
And everything which he did, he excelled. There is no question about it.
Yes. You see, that's where the leadership, that's where the views and the experience of superior commanders matter. And they were fearless, they were bold, and they acted in the best interest of the military. Thank you very much. Be with us and we will continue this conversation about Indian military leadership. Thank you.